Hi, thanks for watching out there. Andy here with today's astrology. It's Friday the 11th of May 2018 and the cycle starts again today in the zodiac because at 13:40 this afternoon, in fact let's do it properly, at 5:40am Pacific, 8:40am Eastern and 13:40, 20 minutes to 2 here in the UK, that is UTC +1, GMT +1, the moon will enter Aries and then we'll see a change as the cycle starts again. Activity goes up, people are a lot busier, people can be a bit impetuous, just jump a little bit too far ahead or further ahead than they really ought to go at this moment because of the keenness to get things done. But there's a lot of energy behind that action, no bad thing really. Occupations that need courage, whatever you're doing today, if you need to be really kind of quick to decide things and have courage in moving forward and actually use your noggin a bit, your initiative, that's going to go really well today. But things that take patience and slowing down, less so. But this is only the next couple of days, so maybe that's nothing too much to worry about. It's not a bad time for banging through all the ideas, brainstorming, getting together with people, how are we going to do this, sorting things out, maybe just in your own mind as well, thinking about that. It's a comparatively short void, of course. You'll wake up to this in the States, but here in UK, 10:02am the moon actually goes void. So what's that? That's about 3 and a bit hours. Not too long a void, of course, but not a great time to do anything that attracts any new action, that starts anything big and new happening. The actual moon phase at the moment is 20.7% full, waning crescent on her way down. New moon will come in on the 15th, that is next Tuesday, so watch this space, if you wouldn't mind, that is, and that's going to be at 12:47 in the afternoon, just before 10 to 1 in the afternoon here in UK time. So let's see, that must be 4:47am Pacific, 7:47, there's a number to conjure with, 7:47am Eastern side of the United States. Right, so where is the moon now? The moon, she is very much sextile Mars, stimulating action, initiative, decisiveness. Pretty much the same characteristics that come up with the Aries moon, so that really supports that nicely. A great time for doing something constructive, for putting physical effort into things, and if there's any negativity around, try and channel it into something positive. This is a very positive alignment actually with the sextile, so I'm not too worried about that. In fact, I'm not worried about it at all, but it really does support getting things done, and it also supports kind of taking a rest and having a think about things if you're not sure where you're going. Just make sure you keep busy and channel anything that might come in that isn't entirely positive. Mercury is not retrograde at all now, but is square Mars, so there can be quarrels, accidents, people might just decide they've had enough and they want to let you know how bad they feel about something, decisions, impulsive decisions, and it really is like that under the Aries moon as well. People may not want to cooperate, people may want to take control of things. On the other hand, they may not, but just be aware of that, and there is the only negativity I can really see coming into the Mars picture, and as I keep saying, channel it into something positive. There's just about no better way to do that, I should not think. Right, let's have a quick look at spaceweather.com, because up in the ether, things are constantly changing, and there is some talk here about the Carrington event that happened in 1859, and that was when there were so powerful solar flares, quite a lot of very, very powerful solar flares, the most powerful we've known, actually set fire to many telegraph offices across the States and into Cuba. Oh, sorry, not into Cuba. You could see auroras in the sky as far as Cuba. Now, at the moment, we seem to be headed for solar minimum, so I don't think that's going to be a big problem. There are still 2 small sunspots on the face of the sun, but they do have stable magnetic fields. There doesn't seem to be any threat there, but there is solar wind. It's on its way down, actually. It's reducing in speed, 465.8 kilometers a second now, and 7.4 protons a cubic centimeter. Note to worry about there. If you're anywhere near Nebraska, you may very well be able to see red sprites in the sky. It's another wonderful effect of the weather we have and it's the planet we live on. It's fascinating, it's amazing. And you see, all the different planets that we relate to have different ways of playing into the astrology and the days and the times we live in. And the Earth is one of those as well. And when we get into all this geomagnetic stuff and the effect the sun is having on us, it's all part of what actually ends up making things tick, as well as what we call normal astrology. I am sure that science and astrology are going to meet in the middle one day. They've got to. I just can't see how it could possibly be that wouldn't happen. So other than that, let me see, no great shakes apart from that. Well, there's quite a few great shakes there. And it's going to be an interesting weekend as well. The sun, as I say, trying Pluto today. And tomorrow then we've got two things happening. Venus in Gemini is going to quincunx Pluto. I talked about what a quincunx was the other day. It's 150 degrees apart, basically. Not a negative alignment. It's a building block of other alignments when you get a minor aspect like that. Mercury is going to square Mars tomorrow, though, so, that one keeps going. Could be interesting. I will be back through the weekend. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Twig Brother out there. I'll do a whole weekend forecast on there in better resolution than this when I've woken up and had a cup of tea and stuff. In the meantime, thanks again for watching Twig Brother. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Leave me a comment, we'll share the journey. And if you can share me around your social media networks or anywhere else, that would be wonderful, because I do like to try and get the word out as much as I can. Meanwhile, have a brilliant day, my friends, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.